Meanwhile, back here on Earth, making sure that children get the proper vaccination is at the forefront of public debate yet again, with cases of measles and unvaccinated children soaring in New York, Washington, and California. Now, while there aren't any confirmed cases of measles here in Louisiana, the state is a parental belief state, meaning that it's up to the parents to decide whether or not they want to vaccinate their children. But local pediatricians say that vaccines are always a good idea because they keep those once eliminated diseases at bay. In his 2 decades of caring for children in Acadiana, pediatrician Dr. Jude Barres says he's seen child vaccines improve tremendously, becoming safer and more effective at fighting off potentially deadly diseases.
Even though we've added a number of new ones, they're much safer now. We've actually changed some of the vaccines to where we're seeing very minimal reactions. So the safety profile and the efficacy, which means how good they are very much improved from when I was practicing back in the 90s when I was in the Air Force and before I moved here in Lafayette.
And while his goal is to make sure that all kids get their proper vaccinations in a timely fashion, Barres says he's not going to condemn any parent who chooses otherwise.
If parents are worried about it, I always tell them about how safe they are, how many lives they've saved, but also don't put them down and tell them that they're not thinking right or they're completely wrong.
Even with Louisiana being a parental belief state, Barres says vaccination numbers are pretty good here, about 90%.
So our herd immunity is pretty good in Louisiana, but the more that people don't vaccinate or delay for too long, we will start seeing more of these outbreaks, which we're worried about. I think everybody, especially in pediatrics and everybody who's a parent, should worry about that.
And remember, while students are allowed to attend public schools in the state without being vaccinated, if there is an outbreak,
they may potentially send you home for a period of time, week, 2 weeks even. Chickenpox, same thing. If you're not vaccinated against chickenpox, you may end up having your child sent home and then maybe make zeros on all their test scores.
Whether you decide to be part of the 90% or fall more into that 10% category, pediatricians agree that the more you know, the better off you are in making the right decision for your family. Our Lady of Lourdes Women's and Children's is hosting a Shots for Tots event this weekend. You can just head over to the Kids Specialty Center that's located on Ambassador Caffrey from 9 until noon tomorrow. Now, it does cost $10, and you'll need to bring a record of your previous immunizations if that is available.